Welcome to International Business Magazine. Since our inception in 2018, we've had many coveted clients across the globe, covering the Middle East, Africa, the Americas, Asia, and Europe. And our most deserving clients are granted prestigious awards across many industries throughout these regions. So today, we're here to congratulate Interbank Trading Africa for winning our Best Trade Finance and Funding Advisory Company for Africa 2019. Here to speak on their behalf is CEO Joseph Warioba. Welcome, Joseph, and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Brilliant to have you here. Now, I'm here to ask you a few questions. And the first one is that, in your opinion, what should be the focal point of the article? Is there a specific aspect of the company that you'd like us to highlight in your profile?
This aspect, what we would like to highlight on the portfolio is based on trade finance in terms of issuance of trade guarantees and commodity funding.
Now, take us through some of the emerging trends the company has encountered in the finance and trading space, and help us understand, how did you overcome these trends?
Basically, overcomes in the field of trade finance is just after going through the research based on commodity traders, whereby we come back with a set of the solutions of bringing the easy way for traders to obtain trade guarantees.
Very good. Can you give us detailed description of the monetization platform? I mean, how does it help the clients to promote and export their commodities so as to decrease cost and increase their consumer inflow?
Monetizing platform is a wide range, whereby it's huge areas whereby it's also help some part of raising capital by using the bank assets. Mm-hmm. The bank can enhance a trader based on the asset which is going to be placed on the platform, and at the same time putting the asset on the platform, it also helps the cash flow for a trader in terms of moving the goods backed up based on his cash flow, which is already backed up at the same time by the asset, and for the bank to put the working capital as well, depending on asset which is already placed on the system.
Very interesting. So what are the different services provided by your company, and what are your company's unique offering in the field of trade finance and funding?
The uniqueness which we have in our company: one, we offer 100% financing based on commodity. Two, we offer trade guarantees, whereby we chip in a joint venture or an MOU with the traders. Three, we help the traders to procure the goods from point A, from the loading port to the offloading port. And four is a point whereby sometimes clients, they fail to perform. We chip in, we secure 100% from A to Z.
More or less. Well, based on the company's years of experience, what are the exclusive trading solutions Interbanking has to offer to its clients? I mean, can you give us a rundown on how these services and facilities have helped your clients throughout the process?
The process is depending on the compliance department, whereby we have to analyze the risk of the applicant. We know how the applicant will be involved in the transactions. So it depending with the nature of the transaction, where the goods has to be transmitted from A to B, mm-hmm. or from loading to offloading parts. So we will do all the analyzing based on the risk mitigation. If we comply, we know that the client is complying 100%. So we put all the documentation on order, and then we raise the line of credit to secure the goods. If the goods is secured and the supply is also complied based on a trade part, then the cash flow is starting flowing.
Very good. Now, how does your payment structure work, and how user-friendly and accessible is a company to its clients? I mean, can you explain how the charges are imposed on a model portfolio?
Our charges are reasonable and competitive. I can say in the market we are cheaper than to compare with some other company as well, according to our research. First of all, we look the nature of the transaction, the volume. The charge is negotiable. We negotiate. Sometimes we can chip in an MOU, a memorandum of understanding between the trader and the company itself, and then there'll be no charge, because if we put charge, meaning there's no any understanding between the two parts. But our charge is mostly 2%, 1.5%, range like that.
And tell us about the team. How has the team assisted and improved the company's journey in trading so far?
Well, our team are very competitive, very expertise in trade finance, well educated. They got a full knowledge of trade finance.
And what would you say is a USP of the company that helps it stand out from its peers? That unique selling point.
The unique sales point for us is based on the performance, because the performance is a part of the unique sales point for our company. We rely much on providing the unique service based on the performance.
So you pride yourself in that high performance.
Correct.
Now, to bring out the story better, could you share 1 or 2 case studies with us where your organization has helped its clients overcome their business challenges, where your specialized trading services has attained those desired outcomes?
We help quite a number of clients based on the challenge which the client faces from their institution, comes back to our institution. One, when it comes to a client whereby the client intends to import or export and the client has got no cash flow, the client has got no security, the client has got no cash cover. So we take care of all those parts. We service the client through, 1, our own security, 2, our own cash cover, 4, our own cash flow.
That's quite a bit. I mean, do you have an example of a particular client that you're very proud of? Somebody who's had all of these challenges and you helped overcome those things through your services?
We service too much plenty clients.
Give an example. No problem. Now, could you provide us with details of the firm's plans pertaining to newer services that could play a role in the company's offering in the financial and trading sector in the near future?
Our main plan is, 1, to go all over the globe to provide trade finance based on giving full funding in terms of giving guarantees, in terms of providing inventory finance, in terms of providing invoice financing. This area, it's a core major part in terms of import and export, whereby some other people, they fail to provide because the risk is higher. So we want to chip in this area to take care of the risk by using our mechanism, whereby that mechanism will be putting like collateral management in terms of monitoring the goods from A to whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the area we are planning to look at it muchly for future.
Good. And how does the future look like for the company? What is a roadmap plan with regard to implementation or deploying the latest technological innovation and geographic expansion?
Geographic expansion, our plan is to go global.
Whole world is your oyster.
That's our plan.
Do you use innovative programs or software things that help you scale up those services?
For the time being, we don't involve any software because mostly we are still working closely with some commercial banks. But we're expecting maybe very soon we'll have our standalone system, which will enable us to do all the due diligence, include the KYC part, for us to be capable to identify who's a real client, who is not involving in a fraudy businesses. So all those aspects where we have to look at it for future.
Okay. And finally, would you like to highlight any other interesting insights into stories that we might have missed out up until now?
The story of trade finance is huge. And trade finance, it's also lacking some few of awareness, whereby even some commercial bank, they don't put awareness to some customers. So I can say that we would like to put more awareness for this. Everybody who's willing to do commodity, export, import, because trade finance is involving trading. So we'd like to do much awareness for everybody to be aware what is trade finance, what are the guarantees involved, what are the risk mitigation, what are the profit and the loss on these businesses, and how can this business help traders, what's the difference between asset companies sometimes to commercial banks, because those are the aspects where we need to look at it to make awareness for everybody.
Excellent. Well, Joseph, this has been very interesting. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your
It's been a pleasure to have you
time.
today. So that's it for now. So for more trending news and stories, please follow us on our website, intlbm.com. Bye for now.